Your brain is running a 200,000-year-old operating system in a world that updates every 5 minutes. The human nervous system was engineered for scarcity, silence, darkness, slow change, and predictable danger. In 2025, it confronts constant noise, continuous stimulation, digital crowds larger than any tribe in human history, and unpredictable information overload. Your brain isn't malfunctioning, it's drowning. Every feeling of burnout, distraction, or emotional instability is your biology reacting to an environment it was never designed to survive. Neuroscientists now know that the ancient human brain had one overriding task: minimize threat. But the modern world has reversed that logic. Social platforms, news feeds, notifications, and advertising compete by maximizing threat signals to hold attention. Your amygdala, once triggered by predators or hostile clans, now fires in response to headlines, comments, and digital microaggressions. Studies show that daily exposure to online negativity activates the same neural pathways as physical confrontation. You scroll through battles your biology interprets as real. The biggest change is the assault on your dopamine system. In the natural world, dopamine spikes were rare and tied to survival: hunting, bonding, exploration, reproduction. In 2025, you receive dopamine triggers every few seconds: likes, alerts, rewards, microclips, instant responses. This artificial intensity overwhelms the brain's reward machinery, causing receptors to shut down. That's why nothing feels satisfying anymore. It's not your personality, it's receptor fatigue, engineered by a world your ancestors could not have imagined. Human attention was built around a cycle of deep focus and long recovery. Modern life has no recovery. Your brain processes more information in 24 hours than a person in the year 1000 processed in an entire lifetime. Cognitive scientists have found that switching tasks more than 20 times per day reduces the prefrontal cortex's efficiency by up to 40%. But the average person now switches tasks over 600 times per day across apps, tabs, feeds, sounds, and impulses. You are constantly rebooting mental systems that were never designed to multitask. Your memory system is collapsing under the weight of modern input. Ancient humans remembered only what was necessary to survive: landscapes, faces, alliances, threats. Today, the brain is forced to store usernames, passwords, schedules, notifications, conversations, videos, lyrics, images, and endless irrelevant details. The hippocampus cannot process this volume. It compensates by discarding short-term memory at record speed, which is why people in 2025 feel forgetful, unfocused, and mentally scattered. It's not aging, it's overload. The social environment of 2025 is more unnatural than anything in human history. Humans evolved to interact with 50 to 150 people, a tribe-sized network with limited social comparison. Now the average person is exposed to thousands of faces, achievements, opinions, and judgments daily. This triggers chronic social threat responses: insecurity, hypervigilance, anger, and shame. Your brain perceives every stranger's success as a direct signal about your survival status in the tribe. Emotional collapse becomes a predictable biological outcome. Your circadian rhythm is also under attack. For 99.99% of human evolution, darkness signaled rest and safety. Today, your brain receives intense blue light at night, artificial brightness during the day, irregular sleep windows, and erratic temperature control. These disruptions scramble the brain's internal clock, leading to hormonal mistiming. Melatonin, cortisol, and serotonin fire at the wrong hours. You can sleep a full night and still feel exhausted because your brain doesn't know what time it is. Even your threat instincts have been hijacked. Survival once required rapid detection of sounds, movement, and facial expressions. In 2025, these instincts fire in response to digital environments filled with ambiguous signals. Texts with missing punctuation, pauses in conversation, unread messages, conflicting information. Your brain interprets these ambiguities as potential danger. The anxiety you feel isn't emotional weakness. It's an ancient alarm system reacting to the glitchy, unpredictable nature of the digital world. One of the most disturbing findings is the collapse of mental rest. Ancient humans spent hours in silence, walking, waiting, sitting by a fire, traveling slowly. During these moments, the brain entered the default mode network, a restorative state that repairs emotional regulation, memory, and identity. In 2025, silence barely exists. The brain is constantly stimulated, leaving the default mode network permanently underdeveloped. This leads to identity diffusion, emotional instability, and the feeling that you're losing yourself. The brutal truth is that your brain wasn't built for the world you're living in. It evolved for danger, scarcity, simplicity, and slow change. Not infinite information, instant reward, constant comparison, and 24/7 stimulation. But once you understand the mismatch, you can stop blaming yourself for symptoms that are biological, not personal. You're not overwhelmed because you're weak. You're overwhelmed because the world has accelerated beyond what the human brain can reasonably handle. And the first step to reclaiming your mind is recognizing that survival in 2025 requires a new set of rules your ancestors never needed.